We all have the same gripes about the game, you know? I think that's the problem with the community. I don't like all this eulogy shit. Like, I don't like that Tekken players treat Tekken like Awake. I don't like that people go to everybody's stream and then treat the game like Awake. You know? I don't like that. I think it's bad for the community. I think that's what's wrong. I think that's worse than Michael Murray. I don't think Michael Murray's that bad. We got a well-made game with no AI, man. It's a well-made game. And it's a good product. Like, you know, I think people are just not happy with the choices that are being made, and I think that's fair. But it's a good game, and there are a lot of people that have a lot to like about the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. It's okay not to like it too. What do I think of what's his name leaving Tekken? I think if it's his time to go, then it's his time to go. I think it's a good time for somebody like Harada to retire. I mean, Harada has molded fighting games at least since the 2000s, not just Tekken. Like, that dude has been in so many closed door meetings. Like, he was one of the main people paving the way for crossplay way back at like Xbox 360 and shit. So he's done so much for fighting games. And he's been clearly doing a lot to offload his legacy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's been training up Michael Murray at least since Tekken 5. And, you know, and Michael Murray had main credits, you know, like he was one of the main guys in the last couple Tekken games. So he's been planting seeds, you know, having Nakatsu around, somebody that has a lot of legacy himself, coming in to help take the reins and, you know, make a multi-million dollar product that can reach millions of people. You know, like he's done his work. That man has done his work. You know, I feel like, you know, to me, Tekken and rap kind of have a lot in common. You know, like Tekken is in some ways kind of like it's like the entry level into the career. You know what I'm saying? Like, but really it's about your legacy and like what you're able to do, not just with your reputation. That's almost the small part, but like, you know, what did you leave behind? You know what I'm saying? I think Tekken players just see Tekken the way rap fans just see rap. And, you know, Ja Rule is a good example. Ja Rule, that nigga fell off early 2000s despite the fact that he's been making good business moves for the last 20 years. Same 50 Cent. I feel that way with Harada. Like, I think if you zoom out a little bit and pause it. If you zoom out a little bit and look at what this game has accomplished, like going from Tekken 5 to Tekken 6 to Tekken Tag 2, I watched the scene die multiple times. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen them make small steps. I've seen incremental steps be hated. I remember when Tekken 5.1 released on arcades. Oh, it went to commercial? Man, I might turn them damn ads off. All right, I'll wait. Because that's interesting. This is very interesting. I'll wait. Oops. 50 seconds. God damn, 50 seconds. Hope y'all are doing well today. Appreciate y'all for dealing with the ad. You know, we're trying to make $1 out here, or a couple, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to get some bucks, you know what I'm saying? Charge it to the man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, welcome back. Yeah, so remember Tekken 5.1? Remember Tekken 5.1 came out in arcades, and if it killed Tekken 5. Remember that? And then they had to release Tekken 5 DR to fix it. Look how ahead of their time they were. Now every version of Tekken gets patched, and if it doesn't get patched, it dies. But the only way for them to patch it is for it to generate revenue. And the reason why the arcade models work is they could patch it while people were out spending quarters on it. They're literally paying for the game. They're paying for them patches and shit. But 5.1 killed Tekken 5, and then they had to come out with Tekken 5 DR. Those are two patches. You know what I'm saying? Now, if a game doesn't get patched, it's, you know, it probably because it got left behind or it flopped or something. So he was ahead of his time. You know, he was ahead of his time in the crossplay conversation. He's you know, he's done his work, man. He's done his work. And I think especially after Itagaki died, I think something broke in him. I have a hunch. I think after Itagaki died, because, you know, like, he was a strange one, but, you know, he had a hell of a legacy too. And you know, he kind of got separated from a lot of his gaming stuff, and maybe it's possible he got sick, and maybe that's why he wasn't as active in games. But I think there's a direct correlation almost between those two events. But he was clearly setting up to, you know, go do something else. I think he'll probably make another fighting game, or he'll go work on some other interesting projects. I don't think he's out of the well, he's clearly not out of the industry. But I think Tekken's big, man. Like, he watched his baby got a, you know, his baby is a doctor now. You know, not really, but, you know, you look at Tekken's all grown up, man. Tekken made it. He's got a good team. That nigga ain't have to fire nobody. In a world where tech companies are getting laid, like the 10% of their workforce getting laid off, and games are getting cut back on because it costs too much. That nigga didn't fire nobody. With the bad, all that bad press that they got, all of the scrutiny that was on his team, no one got fired, including Michael Murray. And, you know, Michael Murray pays us back by not putting AI in the game and actually giving a handcrafted touch to all this stuff. Even if it's not the best design decision, you know, them niggas worked on it. I think they deserve a lot of credit. I think we should go easy on Tekken team. I think we should be grateful for how many kids they keeping off the street with this game. I think we should be grateful that the best Tekken players in the world can now build careers that'll pay their bills. I think Harada left Tekken in good hands. I'm grateful for what he did with this. I'm glad that he spent the last 5 years preparing to offload his time at Namco with people he can trust. I'm glad that he didn't sell the team out. Yeah, I've been thinking about putting some of these things on YouTube. I have a lot to say about a lot of this stuff. Like, I feel like, especially now, like, there's so much, people are so riled up now in the community, man. I just feel like we need new voices. We need new commentary. You know what I'm saying? About what's going on. Like, man, I be seeing people like, you know, I saw like Diaphone and like Brian F, like niggas that don't even play Tekken, telling people they shouldn't play Tekken because season 3 patch isn't that good, despite the fact that there are more Tekken players than ever. Like, there's something wrong, you know? Like, I say it all the time, we can't blame that on Michael Murray. That's on us. There's so many weeklies in my area, man, or so many monthlies in my area. I could go to 2 to 3 different monthlies a month if I wanted to, and I still wouldn't even get to all of them. That's how active this game is now. Like, niggas is for real paying their rent off their tournament rent wins with this. They don't have to do weird side bets. They don't have to do weird first to fives for like $1,000 and shit like that. You know, like, that's awesome, man. And I think we should be grateful for that. I think in a time where games are being bought out by big money, I used to love them tournaments. I'm about to start going back to them. As part of the reason why I've been playing a lot recently. So I just got this new job, so I'll be able to, you know, I've been in such a mad dash doing, like, you know, gig jobs over the last 3 years, and so I'll finally be able to settle into a routine. So I've been trying to get back to the things that I love, man. And I'll be so conflicted about Tekken because everybody's so mad about it, and I feel like I should hate it. I got the Ada Wong. I got a Civic. I got a red Civic. I used to have a little Fiesta, a little green Fiesta, but I got the Civic. I done had a Civic for about maybe Damn, how long have I had that motherfucker? 3 or 4 years. It's beat the shit. My driving jobs beat the shit out of my damn car, but that motherfucker still go. I'm grateful to take it off them streets. But now that I had some extra time, you know, I'm about to start going back to them shits. You know, like, I'm grateful for that. You know, I was talking about this the other day, man. Like, when I moved down here, man, it was Tekken Tag 2. And we was playing in niggas' basements, dog. You know, Tekken Saibatsu was there. It was, you know, it was small time, you know, dingy basements. I mean, the house wasn't dingy, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it wasn't no venue. Like, we was in the nigga house. I used to have to host events at my house when I was in college. And I had a bunch of niggas in my house that, you know, some of them niggas was cool, some of them wasn't. But we was all there for Tekken. You know, like, we used to have to meet in ballrooms and shit. And, you know, like, I mean, the ballrooms are still a thing, but, like, it wasn't that big. You know, so I don't know, man. Shout out to Murray, man. Shout out to Tekken team. Shout out to Harada. I'm happy for Harada. I support whatever he does, wherever he goes, I'm there. And shout out to Murray and shout out to Nakatsu. Thank you for not stuffing AI in the game. You know, like, even if we don't always agree with what them niggas do, I appreciate that it's they fucking vision and it's not corporate's vision. You know what I'm saying? They making the game they want to make. And as polarizing as that might be, we need to be grateful for that. In the grand scheme of gaming, we need to be grateful that there are still teams that are fighting to make the work they want to make. That's a blessing. So, but we, you know, this game is, you know, it ain't perfect. We, you know, it got some work to do. We got to fix it. But, you know, it's only in season 3. This game gonna be around for a while, man. This game I anticipate this game will have legs similar to like Rainbow Six Siege. That's how good this game is. The fact that people say they hate it and they come back to it, like, even you can't quit it. You know, there's a reason. There's a reason why. You know, like, this game is doing something right. And you know, it might seem weird, but man, we gonna look at this game 5 years from now and be like, man, we really come a long way. I'm glad we got this version of Tekken.